So the other day, I was hanging out with my son. He's 23. We were just eating some Triscuits together in silence, and he was staring off into space. And I was like, "What are you thinking about?" And he said, "I'm thinking how did I get here?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "How did I end up in this situation in my life?" And then he explained to me that he feels like he's in a really bad place right now. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He feels like he's not making enough money. He feels stuck where he's at in his job. And he feels like he's not progressing in life. And so we started talking about it, and I said, "Hey man, why don't you just accept the situation?" And he looked at me like I was crazy, and he's like, "Accept the situation? What does that mean?" So I said, "Well, you said you feel stuck, right? You said you feel like you're not progressing. You feel like you're not making enough money. You feel like you don't have a girlfriend, and you're in a bad place in your life. Accept it." And he's like, "But that's not good. That sucks. Why would I want to accept that?" I said, "Because you can't do anything about it if you don't. If you resist it, you're going to make it worse, because what you resist persists. But if you can accept it, then you can actually do something about it. Because most people, when they're in a bad situation in their life, they resist it, they fight it, they try to push it away. And so what ends up happening is it gets worse. Instead, if you could just accept it, like this is my reality right now, then you can start to figure out how to get out of it. But you gotta start by accepting it." So he thought about that for a second, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, you're right. I guess I am resisting it. I guess I am fighting it, and I'm making it worse." He's like, "But what if I accept it, and it's just terrible? What if I accept it, and I'm still in a bad place? What if I accept it, and I'm still broke? What if I accept it, and I'm still don't have a girlfriend?" I said, "Well, if you don't accept it, you'll be broke, you won't have a girlfriend, and you'll be in a bad place. But if you accept it, at least then you got a chance. Now you got a shot. You got a shot because you're going to be able to look at the situation and say, okay, this is my reality right now. This is my current condition. These are the cards I'm being dealt right now. This is what I'm working with. Now what am I going to do with it?" As opposed to fighting it, as opposed to resisting it, as opposed to hoping it goes away, which is what most people do. They hope that things will go back to normal, they'll stop resisting and fighting it, and they'll just go back to normal. But sometimes, you gotta go through some hard times, man. Sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom in order to change your life. You gotta have a reason to change your life. Most people don't want to change their life. You gotta be desperate to change your life. You gotta be desperate to get a girlfriend, to make more money, to get a new job, to improve your situation. And the first step to doing that is accepting it. You can't fix what you won't accept. You can't change what you're not willing to change. If you're not willing to accept your current situation, then you're never going to be able to change it. The first step to changing your life is accepting it. Once you accept it, then you can start to figure out what you need to do to improve it. But you gotta start by accepting it, man. Accept the situation. So many of us spend so much time resisting what is. Resisting our life. Resisting the situation. Resisting reality. That we never actually do anything about it. We just suffer unnecessarily. So accept it. Life's gonna be a lot easier, I promise you. So many of us waste so much of our energy fighting the situation, fighting life, fighting reality, that we don't have any energy left over to actually do anything about it. When you accept it, then you can start to work on it. It becomes a lot easier. I promise you that. So accept the situation. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.